A peer is an individual with lived experience of mental illness and/or substance use who uses that experience to inspire hope, support others on their recovery journeys, and strengthen community connection. Painted Brain runs an 80-hour Medi-Cal peer training program to help individuals receive their Peer Support Specialist certification. This program doesn't just train people, it changes lives. Our peer program opens doors to meaningful careers for people who once thought it was impossible. And amid a growing gap in accessible behavioral health care, it delivers critical mental health support Californians urgently need. We spoke to peers across the state about what this program means to them.
Prior to getting certified, I hadn't worked for many years and I didn't have the confidence. I heard that the Peer Support Specialist certification leveraged my past in behavioral health, which I thought was amazing, that I would actually get paid because of a past that I thought really worked against me. So because of the certification, I've now had a career for 2+ years. I'm able to help other people who have similar backgrounds, and it's been a complete game changer in my life, my outlook, my optimism, and my momentum. And I'm forever grateful to the program and what it offered to me and what I hope it continue to offer to others.
Mental illness isn't getting better, and access to treatment is getting more difficult, especially for those in marginalized communities. I've been a peer support specialist for the last 13 years. I'd like to share a few success stories. I mean, there's been a boatload, but I'll share these. There was a participant. He got a job, bought a car, moved out of the shelter, moved into his own studio apartment, and reconnected with his kids. Co-worker of mine, she'd been clean a year, and she said, "You really think I'm smart enough to go back to school?" She is now applying for grad school in social work. She has a 4.0 GPA. Just last week, I received an email from a student that just graduated from the peer support training class that I just finished. And she's decided, she said, "I was so inspired in your class, I've decided to enroll, get my bachelor's degree." All these stories are because of funding and peers helping peers, and funding to help make that happen.
Peer support specialist is really important in our community because it's a small community and there are so much mental health challenges here, and we need it. We don't have a lot of funding here, more as in the bigger cities, but so it's important here and all over. The reason why I think it's important is because I'll give you an idea. A gentleman came into my office last week. He said that he needed to talk to me. He knew I was a peer support specialist. He said that I have saved his life twice now. He had came in and said, "Nobody is listening to me. You're the only one that listens, Kimmy." So I said, "Let's go have a seat." I sat him down. I spoke with him. He was ungrounded at the time. He was feeling, unassured. He said nobody has listened, and because I sat him down and listened, that's all he needed. So I felt like I did my peer support job that day, and I helped him. And now he comes back about every 2 weeks to see me because he says he feels safe with me and he trusts my judgment. And that's why we need people like me in this community, for all the nonprofit groups, because it's mental health, it's drug related, it could be domestic violence, it doesn't matter. People just want peer support, people to listen, and that's what we do well, and that's my job.
Peer support works, and cutting it will worsen the mental health crisis. Peers provide very essential support. I myself am a person with schizophrenia and have been through the state hospital, the jail, and the forensic mental health system. I can tell you that peers have firsthand knowledge of these systems and can really help people guide through them in an equitable, supportive way that really no other profession can at this point.
Peer support reduces emergency room visits, prevents crises, and provides culturally responsive care that traditional systems often can't reach. Cutting peer funding doesn't save money, it shifts costs downstream. Recent cuts to the HCAI Peer Personnel program threatens one of California's most effective mental health solutions. Training pipelines and peer-run organizations are now at risk just as demand is growing. The data is clear. California's employment rate for people with serious mental illness lags far behind the national average, just 12.5% compared to 28.4%, leaving more than 1.47 million adult mental health consumers unemployed as of 2023. Even among certified peer support specialists, out of 6,628 certified peer support specialists, 54% are unemployed and only 30% employed full-time. This isn't a workforce problem, it's an investment problem. Peer support works, it's prevention, and we can stop these cuts, but only if we act now. We urge legislators to restore funding, counties to protect peer contracts, and communities to speak up. Peer support strengthens our entire mental health system. Let's protect it before more vital programs disappear.